Joining me now on this episode of Locally Sourced EP is the owner of Weirdo Beardo Jerky and Snacks over on Montwood Drive, Mr. Alex Sias. Sir, thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us today.
Oh, well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, I've been, especially my wife, she is a huge fan of the jerky there that you guys make. And, we met you right pre-pandemic, which was, I think the first time we tasted your meat, as to say, was at the Bel Air, the Big Red Comic Con over at Bel Air. And it was good, man. We were hooked. How did you get started in making jerky and deciding to marketing out and start selling it for yourself?
Well, it started as a hobby. Well, not even a hobby. It was more where I worked. I didn't get a lot of breaks, a lot of lunches, unfortunately. So I used to work at a jail. Mm-hmm. And at times, especially when you're running, low on people, maybe get a break here and there. So there's some days I honestly didn't even get a chance to eat, and you're starving, you're watching inmates eat, and you're like trying to figure out, like, I wonder if he's going to finish that biscuit there or something. So it it gets kind of weird. So after a while, I'm like, you know what, man, I'm going to bring my own snacks. Well, maybe I like jerky. So I stopped by the gas station and started getting some jerky. It's kind of expensive. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to make my own because it was cheaper. So my mother-in-law bought me a dehydrator for Christmas. So I started using that, making my own little thing, tweaking things here. And so I'd get my jerky, I'd stick it in my pocket, and I would kind of munch on that. And it kept me good for the whole day. I didn't have any issues. I wasn't starving. And then after a while, some of the other officers would kind of like, hey, what is that? Oh, it's jerky. You want to try it? So they'd try it. Hey, do you have any more? And so I would take a huge bag, and by the end of the day, I'd have to split it with a bunch of people because he's, hey, do you have any more? And so it started with that. And then that just kind of like, was my little side thing that I had for myself, my jerky. And then when my wife, a couple of years back, had her own business, she did a lot of direct sales, a lot of clothing. And I noticed, she got to talk to people. She got to, interact with a lot of people, do a lot of events. I kind of wanted my thing. Like, what could I do? And it was actually, I had, I was like eating jerky at the time. Like, wow, why don't you sell jerky? So I tried it, and sure enough, it's been a hit. So now it's just keeping up with the demand, started growing, bigger machines and more inventory.
Wow.
And now, got a shop.
Dang, that's crazy. And I know recently, like really not too long ago, you guys actually opened up a physical location, right?
Exactly. So it's been pretty good. I wanted a good location, something where there's a lot of foot traffic, a lot of regular traffic. And sure enough, we saw this one came available, and it's right across the street from Hanks High School. And during lunch, people want snacks, people want, things to munch on. And so we decided on this shop, and so far so good.
That's awesome, man. And how does it feel like, as especially a local business owner, starting off like everyone else, starting off small, and then now like working out of home, and then now just having a physical location? What sense of accomplishment does that give you?
It's like, it's great. Like, I look back, I'm like, wow, I have my own shop. At the same time, like, I'm like freaking out, like I have my own shop. And so there's like all these other bills I have to pay. And so it's stressful, but it's also something that it's kind of like, to be proud of. Like, I have a place. If somebody's like, hey, where can I get your stuff? Mm-hmm. Now it's like, hey, well, I have a shop. You can stop by. And we've been noticing a lot of repeat customers coming by, and or we get like, oh, this one guy gave me a piece of jerky. I cut hair, and he sent me over here. And so you start hearing all these stories where people were like coming over here to try it. So it's been awesome.
And I think the first time we of course we bought some from you there at the when we were there at Bel Air, and then my wife had ordered some from you off Instagram, and then I ended up meeting you at the Bassett Place, at Target at Bassett Place, and that's where we had picked up some more from you. And I think her favorite's lemon pepper, and I have to admit that is a really good one. What are some of the other flavors and things you have from the jerky, and what's one of your best selling ones?
So lemon pepper is honestly, it's my best seller. It's always been the best seller. Everybody loves the lemon pepper. The one that's also been really good is a green chili.
Mhm.
And one, it's a lot of people have come back. They like it. It's not too spicy. It's got a little bit of heat, a lot of flavor. But we have green chili. There's original. The one I made for me since the beginning was cayenne.
Oh.
That one I like spicy peppers. And so that one, every time I'd buy the I guess it was the chili flake jerky at the gas station, you'd always see it at the bottom of the bag.
Right.
Kind of stuff like, I wanted that on the meat. So I'm like, well, maybe if I powder it, it'll adhere to the meat a lot better. And sure enough, tried that. And so it sticks, it has a nice coating, you get a good flavor every time. So you got that one. We started branching out more. So we have like chipotle.
Oh, nice.
We have narrow. Let's see. Even my wife came up with a flavor. I'm the one who usually comes up with all the concoctions and different, tests and everything. But she came up with one that tastes very similar to like deshebrada. So it's real.
Oh.
It has tomato. It has onion. It has garlic. So it has all these different flavors to it. So that one we call a la mexicana. That
sounds good.
It's pretty good. I like it. I mean, I even add a little bit of jalapeno to it to kind of give it a little spice. So it's nice. Good. The one that's been real good too is Camaro. We kind of do a little process to it. And so it's not spicy, but you get that red beer, that Camaro flavor with a tajin to it. So you get a little tart, little citrus. So it's pretty good. Then what else? So green chili, chipotle, cayenne. Covered that one already. Habanero. I know. Which one's that one? The clamato. Oh, we do A1, which is, it's kind of like our version of teriyaki.
Oh, nice.
So it has that sweetness to it, and I don't like sugary meat. It tends to be, I like a little bit of sweet but a lot of flavor.
Right.
So the A1, it's simple, but you get that A1 flavor. It's real savory.
Oh, nice.
Then I have my three hottest ones. So I have ghost pepper, scorpion, and reaper.
Whoa.
The only reason why I made those is just out of like requests. People like, do you make hotter? Do you do this? Do you have ghost? And so I made those, and they've been pretty popular. People like to try them, test themselves. So it's pretty good.
Oh, that's cool. I feel like that's probably like a TikTok video waiting to happen with those things, man.
Because I hear a lot of stories. People like, oh, let me show you this video. My dad suffering, my friend's dying. It's pretty.
That's cool. I mean, I know you said that you guys have and snacks. So what else do you guys offer there at the shop besides jerky? So
to kind of focus on the whole local aspect, I made a lot of friends and met a lot of people at the farmers markets, and I a lot of product that, man, I wish people had a place where they can come get them, because I mean, honestly, they're really good. They got all this flavor, but sometimes you could only get them on a Sunday.
Right.
So I brought in a couple vendors. We're trying to get some more people, but we have like Ramirez Pecan Farm. He's a good buddy of mine. It's hard to go all the way to Fabens because I know he has a store in Fabens. So I wanted to, kind of bring his products more central. So we have his products here.
Oh,
we
got cool.
Makes like the honey pecan squares. I don't know if you can see it. Kind of like
nice.
Was it a pecan pie? And let's see. So we also have El Paso freeze dry. They do a lot of freeze dry. Like the astronaut food. That one was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like his newest one is like cheesecake, which is actually it's really good. Let's see what else. Oh, Chamorlicious. I'll give it to her. She busts her butt she goes to events, she takes care of her kids, and it's hard, but she still does it. But she does like the chamoy candies.
Oh, nice.
This was like nerd cluster, so this one came out pretty good. She also does like regular chamoy too, so her version.
Yeah.
So you have and honestly, I didn't realize how popular these were. People like to dip their cans, and it blew my mind. But people come.
That's
Those
so
pretty.
awesome. That's awesome, man. Just like it's like local businesses helping each other out, man. I mean, you hardly see that now. And I just have to commend you for that because that is just so awesome of you to do that, help out other local vendors and helping them spread the word on their products, man. That's
No,
really cool.
absolutely. I mean, I see the product, and I mean, I've tried it, and I probably tried it too many times, but they have really good stuff, and I wanted to. I like, I have the business, for the jerky, but I also wanted to kind of incorporate them, help them come up. And I know my wife, she does talk to a lot of them, and she tries to help them with the social media part. She's, helping them do other markets. So it does help their business too.
Right.
So, I mean, I think that's really cool. We kind of help grow as a community.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the best way to do, man. And just, helping each other out. I mean, that's always the best way to,
Uh,
to grow yourself and others.
Yeah, and I mean, it's great. It's like I said, they helped us out, so we want to do it in return. We want to help them out.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So if anyone's looking, I'll make sure that I have all the information in the description below. But let us know where you guys located again over in East El Paso. What's the address one more time?
We're right across from Hanks High School at 10978 Montwood Drive, and it's Suite D as in dog, El Paso, Texas 79935.
Nice.
And like real close to the intersection of Montwood and Lee Trevino, right next to Arby's.
Oh, nice. Get some curly. Don't get curly fries. Get beef jerky instead.
I know. Right? Try some curly fries with jerky. Mix it up. Change it
Oh,
up.
right. Might as well, right?
Yeah.
And I know that you still doing like different like farmers markets and stuff like that when you guys are out there? What are some of the places what's some of the markets that you go to? Is that way people can look out for you when they head out?
So I know we were doing the downtown farmers market. So we still do that one. That one's on Saturdays.
Okay.
I think my wife's also doing, because tomorrow I'll be doing downtown. She'll be doing the Northwest Market off of Cimarron, way on the west side. That one's also Saturday morning, so we kind of split off. Then on Sunday we do the Upper Valley Market, and that one it's at on Mesa at the Hobby Lobby parking lot.
Oh wow!
So we do that one, and then we also do punk rock, but punk rock's like once a month, and they're trying to do the last Friday of every month at Undisputed Bar off of South Kleinfeld and Montwood, so around that location.
Okay.
And one more, Kaleidoscope. Man, I didn't realize how many markets we do.
Wow, that's awesome. You guys are really out there.
So that one's at the German pub off of Viking.
Oh, nice, man. And then just so people know, if they go to the farmers markets anywhere out, do you guys just take cash? Do you guys have Apple Pay? How do you guys?
We try to do a bit of everything. So we do now we do Venmo, do Apple Pay, Google Pay, credit, debit card, cash.
Nice.
Short of taking ins. I mean, like we try to stay away from any type of other than currency. So yeah. No,
well, at least there's like no excuse if someone like sees you out there. Oh, I don't have any cash. You're like, I take credit cards.
It's funny. People tell me that, and I tell them, oh, we do Apple Pay.
Nice.
Oh, we do. And so they take their phone and scan.
Do the watch thing. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's way to be prepared, man. One of the last events I did, photography events, we ended up getting we did the whole thing with Apple Pay and credit cards, and that did help sales a whole lot because we were just taking cash before, but no, we ended up doing that, so it was really cool. It helps out a whole lot.
Yeah, and it's funny because I've even shown people, like they'll come up like, I want to use Apple Pay. I've never used it before. Can you show me? I'm like, all right. So I kind of help them walk through it, and it works. They're all excited afterwards. So it's pretty cool.
Hey, you got to get that sales, man. You gotta make a living somehow, even if it's offering Apple Pay support.
There you go. Contract support. That works.
Nice. Well, Alex, is there anything else you like to say or add before we end today?
I mean, I appreciate the interview. I appreciate you talking to me. I like kind of getting the word out. Not a lot of people talk to me. They say I'm a scary individual or I look scary. yeah, I love talking to people. Honestly, even though I still have my 9 to 5,
Mhm.
I enjoy this time that I get to spend with customers. I talk to them. I get to know them, different personalities, and you know, I've had. It shocks me how many people like recognize me. We'll go somewhere and they'll start talking to me. Oh, are you the Weirdo Beardo? And so it's kind of cool. So, you
Nice.
know, hey, people want to stop by and have a conversation. I have no problem with that. You know, just come by, check us out, and have a conversation.
One thing now that we mentioned now that what are local the central your store hours? What do you guys have a set store hours or?
So we have a set store hours. Somewhat, they're kind of flexible, but from Monday through Friday, we're open from I guess from 12 or from 11. I'm sorry, from 11 to 7.
Uh-huh.
And then Saturdays we're open from 12 to 3. Oh, 12 to 5. I'm sorry, 12 to 5.
Okay.
Days were closed, but a lot of times if the lights are on and it's like 8 o'clock, I've had people show up at 10.
Oh wow.
If the lights are on, we're still here. We're still open. I mean, it's might as well. I mean, I'm here. Let me know. Sometimes people shoot me a message. Sometimes the door is still open. The little bell goes off and I'll come to the front. So yeah.
That's awesome. So Alex, I can't thank you enough. If you're out there, I'll make sure I include all the information in the description below. So if you guys need some Weirdo Beardo jerky or some other kinds of snacks, hit Alex up over at Weirdo Beardo, located at 10978 Montwood Drive over on the east side across from Hank's, and pick up some good stuff there. I recommend the green chili and the lemon pepper for sure, because those are some of my favorites too.
Cool. Wow, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No problem, Alex. I will. Thank you so much, and we'll hit you up soon, man. We're in desperate need of some jerky over here at the house, especially
Awesome.
even more so because my wife knows I'm interviewing you, so I got to get some.
I love spreading my meat everywhere, so I'm definitely down.
All right, thanks, man. Have a good one.
All right, you too, man. Thank you.